And we're back.
We only took like a break of an hour.
Yeah, we totally didn't get to be distracted.
It was not an hour.
It was not an hour, but it was
Dutch television.
Right. So, what do you want to do first?
Can we just like party for like 3 days?
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That is a thing that you can do.
That's a joke.
Allow me to bring up Xanathar's Guide to Everything and open the carousing section.
No!
No.
I don't
Wow.
know what we're. We don't really know anyone here that we can visit or anything like that.
No, not particularly. Unless you count. I've forgotten her name.
Okay, Rob, can V just, with all of her newly found money, can she just go around the market and look for pretty things to buy?
Yes,
Oh
you
my God.
can.
Oh my god.
Why did we give V like 600 gold?
Oh my
Who
god,
knows?
I'm gonna come back with so many pretty things. If no one's here to no one's here to like
Well, I know there is one thing. Well, several things that you want to buy that will result in one thing.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
what?
New clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because your old dress is getting quite tatty, even with your skills with mending.
I need an outfit upgrade, guys.
Yes.
God,
So you can go around all of the places and find the nicest like fabrics and materials and clothing that you can find from all of the stalls and make your outfit.
Yes.
There she goes. She's off.
For a complete full set of fine new clothes, it will cost you about 25 gold.
Okay.
I don't know, that might be a little bit too pricey.
Well, speaking of pricey, Kelariis and Vondal want to do some shopping.
I literally do not have the money to buy plate armor. This is the problem.
And I
You
will
want the
not
rest
have
of
the
my
money
money?
to give you money because I will be spending most of my money on splint armor.
Kelariis, do you want my 400 gold?
I don't want to take your money.
V is not gonna
Can I-
spend it on anything aside from useless pretty shit.
Yeah, but it's your money.
I'll also point out, you can't just go and buy a set of plate armor, because all of the people selling plate armor here will not be selling it in your size, that's for sure.
That is a good point.
You will need to get a set
fitted for armor.
fitted.
Yeah. We need to get fitted for armor and then they'll make it and then we'll come back and get it.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think they do dwarf-sized splint armor either.
No. On the subject of your splint armor, will you be keeping your elven chain?
So this is the thing.
Your mithril.
Yeah, 'cause there's a part of me that wants to keep hold of it and see if Grim wants it. But other than that,
The only thing is, it's got like all of your insignia on it, and it is made to fit you, and Grim is a lot smaller than you.
I think he'd probably sell it, honestly. Like,
Right. Well, I'm gonna need you to make some rolls to be able to do that. So.
yeah, salvage the religious shit, but if I can. That's all my religious shit. I don't think anyone would want to buy it if it was covered in religious shit.
I mean, you can. If you sell it to someone, they will probably strip it down to remove the insignia and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'd probably just end up selling it.
Sure. So, yeah. So if you guys want to go and find an armor smith somewhere in town, you can attempt to negotiate the price if you would like.
Do you want me to accompany you?
Well, I'm a lot short is the thing, so I don't even know if I can get plate armor this go around.
Well, make sure to double check in terms of actual items you've got that are worth gold as well.
Yeah, I have some things I want to sell.
Because I think Arya's carrying a lot of gold in.
I have so much fucking gold.
No, I was gonna say, I know that we picked up some things, but...
I've got
Well,
some
how much
copper
gold are you carrying, and what items are you carrying that you want to potentially sell? Because if you want to sell magic items, and this goes for your chainmail as well, Vondal, you're going to have to try and find the right buyer.
Hmm.
As well, if you want your special shield, you're also going to have to find somebody selling that level of thing. So, what's on your list, Arya?
I have 2 paintings worth 200 gold each.
Uh-huh.
Forgot about that.
Which is very expensive. Oh, I thought I had more to sell than that. I guess that's it.
Well, weren't you
I
gonna...
still have a bloodstone and a silken robe.
Oh yes,
Still
you
got
do.
some fancy copper chalices.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at some point we also picked up 500 gold worth of gems, and I don't think that was part of the money that we split out earlier. I don't know who's actually holding that, though.
I'm
not
not,
me.
so...
I didn't put it down in my inventory.
Let's just say you're holding it, Kelariis.
Okay, sure.
You have
Are
loads
you
of
sure we didn't split it?
The gems were not part of the money.
No, if they were described as an item, they were not included in your gold total.
Alright, well.
So we've got several hundred. So to be fair, we put, like selling all those gems. Like maybe we do have enough armor for plate. The gold for plate armor.
Yeah, because how
Yeah.
much would 400 gems get you? Or 400 gold?
It's 400
400
gold worth of
gems.
gems. That's 400 gold.
Well, it depends who you sell them to.
Sure.
Because how much gold are you carrying, Arya?
I currently have 648.
Yeah, so you're well on your way to having enough money for this stuff, especially if you barter for it.
And I have 2 paintings worth 200 each.
So yeah, you're basically carrying 1,000 gold by yourself.
So if you need to, like, borrow some gold, Kelariis, I have so much.
Okay,
I will...
so
Like,
for your paintings and gems, if you want to sell paintings and gems, you can make I guess that you could just make me like a persuasion check to try and sell it to merchants.
Maybe we should get V to do it.
Can we go together? Oh yeah, does V have a higher persuasion than...
Oh, yeah.
V has a higher persuasion than pretty much everybody,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
yes.
figured she probably does. 'Cause,
This
I'm
is our
pretty sure that I
bartering
think V
tool.
is
yeah, does
much
the
better.
charisma-based class have a higher charisma than everybody
I mean,
else?
And-
Kelariis
and-
is also charisma based, but
Yeah, Kelariis also has high charisma, but
Yeah.
V has expertise now.
yeah, as I
Oh,
said
is that what you
before, V is as good as persuading people as Kelariis is at swinging her sword. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
Basically,
Could
give
we,
all the stuff that's worth money to V and let's do some haggling.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
at least take V with us.
Sure. If somebody wants to help her as well, you can give
Yep.
helping dice.
Yeah, I'll do. Oh yeah. Or
Just give
one else
advantage.
You'll probably be better at helping.
can.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't actually roll anything; you just give advantage.
yeah, just
Okay.
advantage. We're all
Alright.
helping.
oh
Somebody-
shit, that's a
Oh,
bad roll.
no!
That's a
Oh,
13.
boy.
That's still enough to sell it at market value. So
Okay. Well, that's...
Huzzah.
Ow.
So we can
I'm
just
sorry
sell
about
everything
that.
we've got at
3 and a
price
4,
it's worth.
guys.
So can we just sell everything we've got at?
yeah, if as long as it's mundane items like gems or paintings, you can sell them for their
fancy
value in
chalice.
gold. The copper chalices, yeah.
Can I add the Bloodstone Amulet in the Silken Robe as well?
Yes. Do they have a price thing on
No.
them? Then give me a moment while I look up their equivalent value, because I can't remember what their equivalent value is. So yeah, you can sell anything that is not a magic item at market value.
I also have a palm-sized jade cat, unless anybody in the party specifically wants that. We'll probably also sell that.
I totally forgot you have that. Yeah.
Yep, nope, it just sits there, and I don't think it's anything special from any. I haven't marked it as anything like magic or
I
something.
mean, you can give me an Arcana check to find out if it is anything magical.
Sure, I'll do that. My Arcana is so good.
Oh.
Yep, that good Arcana, guys.
It's very critically important, and you must not sell it under any circumstances.
Wow.
Well, I guess I'm holding on to that.
Bullshit.
I just imagine us walking into a shop and being like, here are all of these gems, and the guy's just like, what the fuck?
I mean, you probably cannot sell them all in one shop, because none of the shopkeepers carry enough cash to sell you everything. So probably what happens is you end up distributing it amongst a number of merchants that you can get a good price from. Several of them probably offer you sort of just, they're like, oh, I can't pay you right now, but come back to me at some point and I'll give you stuff. And then, yeah, it takes a while, but you eventually get your money's worth. Probably some of them are actually probably in merchants' checks that you can't actually like take outside of the city, but that's fine because you'll just spend those first when you spend stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so art. It would not be art objects, or would it be art objects? It would be art objects. You think the silk robe is probably worth around 200?
Shit.
And the bloodstone amulet is probably about 350.
Oh
wow,
my
guys, I've been
God.
carrying like
Dang,
500
man.
gold on me. Like, in
Jesus Christ.
stuff.
Come on,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about money.
Oh,
Get
I
plate
guess
armor for Kelariis.
I also have like the chainmail that I'm wearing now to sell. Once I confirm the purchase of plate armor.
Yeah, sure.
Probably not
What is
much.
what is the face value on that? I can't remember.
That's a good question, but
Because you probably can't sell your old armor for face value, with the exception of the magic armor potentially.
it is 75.
75. So give me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Sorry, persuasion check. Just in case you're proficient.
I can do that.
Jeez.
Yeah, no. The dude will like happily take your chainmail for its face value.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Considering you're commissioning him to build a full set of plate armor, he is more than happy to take the chainmail off of you as part of the deal.
If anything, he's probably gonna have to. He'd probably have to make a set of chainmail anyway. Possibly.
Oh, what, for like the undersuit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chainmail underneath the plate.
Yeah. So, can you give me another persuasion check, somebody, to see if you can convince this guy to give you a discount for your bulk order of gear?
Helena.
Yeah.
Assist.
Okay.
And she's got advantage because Kelariis is assisting.
Yes. Okay. He will give you a 10% discount.
Yay.
Hey. Because we're buying loads of stuff from an artist.
Well, because you're buying both a set of splint and a set of plate mail, which is quite a lot of work for him.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you're ordering in bulk, he's willing to sort of knock a bit off the price. So you can save 10%
10% of the armor.
150. You could save 130 gold from your final costs because he will make the splint mail for roughly around 200 and the plate mail for around 1,500. So, hang on, that would be.
Get ready for a lot of math.
Not quite. It's actually quite simple.
Yeah, 10%. 10% of both off of those would be 150 off the plate, and
Right, but I'm talking about like
so it's 170 off total.
right, but I'm talking about like
150 off the plate.
I'm talking about all of us figuring out how much
How
gold
much
comes from
money?
each person.
Yeah.
We should probably just like
Again, that's quite easy. You
smack
get the
it all
total
together
cost
again.
divided by 4.
Well, I'm working out what you're going to pay the armor smith right now. So,
math.
Hooray for math.
Fucking math.
I like math.
1,530 is your
Huzzah.
final cost.
Wow.
So a lot of that is going to come from what I can supply.
We should also probably leave you with like some gold.
Yeah.
And what is the gold that we got from everything?
Dude, you just want to here? Why don't we just pool all of our gold?
Yes,
I
pool
agree.
all of your gold right
Pull
now.
all the gold. Everyone type in the gold's worth.
Type it into
Yeah.
chat.
Yep.
Okay. This is after selling shit, I assume.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
No.
No? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
after you
selling
sold
shit.
stuff.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
After we sold all the paintings and shit.
And all of that went to Kelariis, okay. So I don't
No.
understand.
I didn't
What?
take anything from the paintings. I only took the stuff from the gem.
Oh, but
And my
what was the
chainmail.
stuff that? Oh, yeah, shit. So I have to add.
Which, let me delete that from my
Was
inventory.
it like 200 and 350? So it's like 550. Sorry guys, I actually have more gold on me than I said.
Well,
We were
just
close.
put the 550 in now, and we'll add this all together.
Okay.
So.
Holy shit, we are so loaded.
Oh my god.
I got
Yes.
3,231.
Yeah, that's what Rad
Yep.
got.
Huzzah.
Okay, so deduct from that 1,530. So draw 3231 minus 1530 is 1701. So 1701 divided by 4. Forgot to type slash roll. Okay, everybody set your gold total to 425 gold.
Hey guys, I have more gold than when we started.
Vondal came out better.
Oh no.
I'm about the same.
So we get
0.25
425
as
gold
well.
and
So I guess you get like. Oh god.
25
2
silver?
silver and 5 copper.
Ugh.
Right. So
Oh yeah,
4
yeah.
silver
You can
now,
do it that way.
5 copper. Good.
I 425 gold, 7 silver, and 2 copper.
Okay.
Great. Well, glad.
Now
there we
if you want to
go.
buy a shield.
Yeah.
Money.
Now I can.
Yeah, you want to go and look for a magic item shield.
Well,
So
it's only a magic item shield.
you wanted
just wanna
you
play
wanted
your
a
shield.
+1, didn't you?
Yeah, but you can get non-magical +1s, can't you?
Yes, technically, but the way it works in terms of armor, like you still have to find like a masterwork craftsman.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
So it works the same way as trying to find a magic item.
Yeah. Okay. Finding a +1 shield of some description.
Yes, and depending on what your role is, depends on what you find.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I need you to. Also, are you going to spend any money on trying to find this?
How? Like, what context would I be spending money in order to find him?
Well, hold on. Let me bring up the thing in Xanathar's. Because there's rules for this now.
Gotta love that.
rules.
There's rules for everything these days.
Follow the rules.
Look, I have trauma from that card now. After I
Tavern
had one attack Tyrantuses on the
Yep.
board.
3 112 Tarantuses.
Follow the rules. Yeah, I've got more gold than when I started that fucking transaction.
Not for much
Yep.
longer though.
Yeah, not for much longer. I'm about to spend all of it on a fucking shield. Let's go, boys.
Okay,
I
so
mean, I have to fill out my role as being the party member with the least money. I have to maintain this.
You
That's
gotta
why I
be the
gave away
person.
all my money to fucking party members when we got all that money.
okay.
I have to maintain my status as the person who spends money on useless shit.
Yep.
Like clothes.
Arguably, clothes aren't useless.
I suppose
No,
not.
those are quite useful.
I cannot find buying a magic item, which is really annoying. Oh, there we go. Buying a magic item. Okay, it's literally the first thing. Yeah, it says finding magic items to purchase requires at least 1 work week of effort and 100 gold worth of expenses. But because of where you are, it takes less time.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if you spend 100 gold, you get a bonus to your roll of how reliable and how cheap what you get is.
Okay. Okay.
So the question is, do you want to like? I guess you go around and you put a reward out to like find anybody who can bring you like a magic item.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't have to.
So it also just make the whole thing easier and potentially.
It also potentially improves what you find.
Okay. So like the more I spend, the better in that sense.
Yeah, because like if you roll low, you'll effectively if you still pass, you'll just get like, and you roll low, you get a masterwork shield.
Yeah. Okay. So
If you roll high, you get the chance to buy a proper magic item.
So if I get like, if I spend like 50 gold.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
I will give you 25 for that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay. So give me a charisma check.
Just a charisma check.
Sorry, persuasion check. Wow,
I mean, it's the same anyway.
Yeah, I'm losing the ability to read. It's fine.
Wow, that was awesome.
Okay.
Garbage.
I need to. It's actually not awful.
Woohoo!
The success for this is actually surprisingly low. Okay. B. Okay. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you spend some of your time in the city going around
The city.
talking to merchants. Eventually you find a merchant who says, "Sure, I can probably get my hands on a magic shield for you." You give him 50 gold. He goes away and he comes back with okay. I need to work out how this is going to work in my head.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, there's a table for it. That's fine.
Ah, perfect.
Okay. His asking price for this magic shield is 300 gold. And it is a magic shield of... I need to find the list of things.
I feel like there should be
It is an enduring shield.
Ooh,
Very
nice.
So basically, what you can do is you can have your, you can have this be your spellcasting focus,
Ooh.
and the shield, along with anything drawn or written on its surface, cannot be damaged by fire, immersion in water or acid, and does not deteriorate with age.
Hooray!
So yeah, it basically it's a metal shield that can't rust, can't be destroyed by fire, and can't be destroyed by acid.
Sweet.
So I will add a +1 shield to your inventory and then reflavor it.
Huzzah.
So yeah, pay the man 400 gold.
I thought you said 300.
Did I say 300? 300.
You said 300. I've got 100 gold now, guys.
Okay, I'm going to delete your shield.
Rest in peace, shield.
Oops. Shield +1. Enduring shield.
Nice.
I guess I'll make an entry in the artifacts tab for it as well.
God, is that 19 armor class I spy?
Yeah, and isn't it going to be
It's gonna be
higher
20
than...
once I get Splint. Once the
Yes.
Splint's done. We're both gonna have 20 AC. This is gonna be
Hell
great.
yeah.
So, enduring shield. This shield, along with anything.
It's good that we didn't buy 2 sets of plate, because otherwise that'd have been all our money.
Yep.
We'd all have
Yeah.
like 50 gold each after that.
Technically, that should be fire, acid, or immersion in water. Or immersion in water. In addition, the shield does not deteriorate with age. Cool. So yeah, you have a non-rusting, fireproof, acid-proof shield. Unfortunately, it does not make you acid-proof, so you can still be dissolved, but the shield can't.
Hooray! Great success!
Just use it as a surfboard.
Yeah,
There you go.
perfect.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'd be very good at that.
No. Cool. You now have a +1 magic shield. Yeah, so does anybody else want to do any more shopping with your remaining gold?
I don't think I have anything I want to buy.
I think V would just go buy souvenirs, but I'm not sure if we need to like.
I mean, you
Alright.
could maybe deduct 2 or 3 silver and note souvenirs in your inventory if you would like.
Yes.
Nice.
Fuck it, I'll just spend 4 silver and 4 copper, so I don't have those at all in my inventory.
Okay, cool.
No.
Cool. So, if you don't want to do any shopping, Arya, what do you do with your like 3 or 4 days of nothing?
Good question. I don't know. I don't really have much to do.
What's your intelligence modifier?
I don't know, probably like 0.
I think it is 0.
It is literally 0.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you gonna say help Zil out with some paperwork?
Well, I was going to say you could do that. You could take the training action and start learning an ability or a skill.
Nope.
But yeah, it would take you 10 work weeks to learn a language or proficiency. So
Don't do that.
Start working on it.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, technically. Quick, should we train? Should we? Oh wait, we can make it so we don't need to find a teacher. Teach how to use heavy armor.
I think I already know how to use heavy armor.
What?
No, you shouldn't do.
Or no.
I think so.
No, just like in medium. You have proficiency in all weapons, just not all armor.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Then. We'll teach you how to use heavy armor. Come on, Kelariis.
Just wear
Now we don't have a
Kelariis'
teacher.
plate
We don't
mail.
need to find a teacher.
Yeah.
I don't think Arya meets the strength requirements to wear plate mail properly anyway.
Excuse me.
You need 15
what's your
strength.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do need 15 strength.
I do have 15 strength.
Oh, you
shit.
do have 15
Really?
strength. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but you'd be disadvantaged for sneaking. I don't know if you want that.
Yeah, you don't.
No.
Just clink around.
Do you want my? Oh no! Teach her how to use heavy armor, and she can have the mithril chainmail.
Oh my god.
It's not in her size.
No,
Damn it.
she can't wear
It would
it.
be like a tank
Cut off
top.
shirt.
Do you? If you want to sell that, I need you to make me another charisma check.
Yes. Okay.
It would be like a tank top on Arya. Or no, not a tank top, a crop top
A
even.
crop top, yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
Nice.
I think you would have slightly more problems with the constriction than you would with anything else.
Yeah. The fact that it. I mean.
You would get some very serious circulation cut off from that
Well,
armor.
I'm sorry, but Vondal's pretty fucking broad. I'm maybe 4 foot, but I'm still wide.
Yeah, just not as broad as Arya. Just not broad in the same sense.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Men and women's shirts are cut differently.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Vondal, you find someone who is willing to buy your mithril chainmail for 100% of its base price, which is, believe it or not, about 400 gold.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. So I just have 500 gold now. All right. Cool.
Wow.
I'm now the richest party member. What the fuck?
The fuck is
Vondal's like,
this?
what do I do with this?
This feels wrong.
I don't like it.
This feels really wrong.
It's okay, Arya. You'll just pick up the gold eventually.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, just
I'm
kidding.
sure
Jim
I'll
will come back
stumble
soon.
across it.
This gives me- oh no! This gives me an excuse to go back to Renshire.
Oh,
I still have to build a fucking church.
by the way, you guys still, you guys have actually an outstanding debt that you need to pay.
What?
Uh, 2.5 gold for your horse,
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
which you actually should have paid back in Silverbrook, but
We can just
Retcon.
mail him. Mail him the money.
No, rec. Well, rec.
no, you paid it before you left.
Yeah. we-
Wait, who's paying this?
I'll
Who bought-
fucking pay it.
Okay.
I was gonna say who bought the horse.
You bought them together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And then Grim went off with one of our horses.
Yeah.
Don't blame him.
Hey, he's had to foot the bill for that horse on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
2.5 gold. Such a
Man,
tragedy.
I want to see Grim's reaction when he's like, "So how much gold do you have?" And we're just like, "I, about like 1,000 between us."
About 2,000 between us.
So, you know, no big.
Yeah, no biggie.
So I
wanna
think
see Grim's reaction when Vondal goes and gives it all to the guy in Renshire to run his
Oh
church.
god.
in the time that you're not doing shopping for the next 3 days, I think Kelariis, I believe you spend most of your time in the library.
Indeed.
If you would like, Zale is willing to assist you for a time.
I will gladly accept his help.
Okay.
Zale is
Does he
like,
not have paperwork to do?
no, he's doing anything to get away.
Anything to
Yeah.
not do the paperwork, yes.
Wow.
Just like, Kelariis, let me help you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to do paperwork.
Appreciated.
This is
Yeah,
starting to sound a lot like my feature writing studies teacher.
Yep. Who wants to write features anyway? They're fucking boring.
Features are amazing. How dare you? Let's have this
No,
conversation
it's so
later.
boring.
Let's have this conversation another time.
Yeah, that's not guys.
I love features.
I love maths.
I love math. I love horses.
You could say that.
My name's Alice.
Anyway,
Get a land!
shut up.
So, yes, I would like you to make me an intelligence check. And you can add... I believe it's 3 to your result?
Well, sure thing.
Uh,
Just straight up in. Oh, I mean.
Yeah, just straight up intelligence. I need to find him. Current party member.
No! Kelariis!
Oh my god,
What?
Kelariis.
Wow, that is
Ah,
something.
This is the worst thing. That
Yeah, it's 3.
-1, -1.
Wow, that is phenomenal.
is the worst thing.
Phenomenal.
Okay,
He's
so
only good at one thing.
I mean,
I
you only managed to find the one book last time with literal divine intervention. So you spend 3 days of going through library books to no avail.
God, I'm so mad.
Well, we tried.
Tried
Yeah.
and failed miserably.
Oh, and as penalty for your natural one, during your studies, you come across the adult fiction section.
No!
Jesus.
That is
Wow.
no!
For
That
fuck's
is
sake.
not what I want!
Why do they have that in a fucking
Oh.
place of learning?
I mean, it's not just a place of learning; it is also a public library.
Oh, okay. Still.
Some holy artifacts, wink wink.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
Incorrect. Oh, this is bad.
Emphasis on the fucking in that curse.
Shut
Wow.
up.
So-
Talk of it no longer.
Does anybody else want to do anything for 3 days?
Nothing in particular.
No, I don't think so.
Cool. I keep saying 3 days. It's actually more like 4. So yeah, I pretty much 4 days go by until basically all of you, either together or individually, receive a basically a courier comes to all of you and presents all of you with. Oh yeah, that's a good question actually. Before we do this, where are you guys staying?
Oh.
Tavern.
Yeah.
Well,
Somewhere.
You stayed in the tavern in the lower district last time, but with the amount of money you've got now, you could afford to stay in the moon district, and it would be much nicer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we?
Also, I
Puts us-
probably need
puts
to
us
move my
closer to the
laptop
library as well.
soon-ish.
Cool. Yeah. So we will. If you guys want to rest there, spend a. You're there for about 4 days, so spend. I can't remember how much lavish is. I think it's 1. One gold per night, so that would be 4 gold
Is that per person?
per person. Yes.
Okay. Everyone deduct 4 gold.
Oh, we're
Yes.
so poor
I know
now.
it's a lot, but you know.
Yeah. Well, this is pretty lavish living. Like this is like 4-star hotel living.
Nice.
But yes, you receive a courier comes along and hands to all of you a letter written on brilliant ivory white paper with basically like gold leaf detailing, like actual gold leaf detailing.
Shit.
Which is a summons from Exarch Evelios Efelkir to a requirement to attend a award ceremony in recognition of your efforts. And you are obliged to attend. They give you a location in the Imperial District, and yeah, you are expected to attend.
You are.
I mean, if you don't turn up to your own medal ceremony,
It's a bit weird.
It would be.
And you've just made them spend a lot of money for nothing. So let's go.
okay. And we'll take a short break so Helena can move stuff.
Woohoo.